Yes, people, welcome back to another show, first show of the season. And obviously, Premier League is back with a bang. Transfer news updates we're going to do today. Obviously, we've got Jamie here as well. I'd like to get different people like Chelsea fans on as well so we can all discuss that. Everyone watching it back. But first, how are you doing, Jamie? You right, mate?
I'm all good, mate. I'm all good. Start to the new season. Good start. So I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful.
I know you guys went off to a flyer. But as I'm gonna say before we get into the topics for today, obviously if you're watching it back, do hit the like button and subscribe. Let's try to get at least 10 likes. Watching it back, that'll be great. And then I'm gonna try and make this a weekly show again, like last year. I have reached out to a few people, but obviously some people can't make it due to their own reasons. That's perfectly fine. We'll try get a lot more on the panel on there. But since I always talk about Liverpool, I want to get into Chelsea now. Today, for some reason, Chelsea news has been crazy. Now, I'm not even sure if you know all the players that you guys are signing at the moment, but you guys are selling. I think I said Jackson to go into Villa. I think there was for like 65 mil, and then there's a few other young talents that you lot are signing, bro. And then you guys won as well. Was it free? Was it 3-2? You beat Fulham.
3-2 against Fulham Monday night. Good away win, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's one of those games where I didn't think we played overly well defensively, but 3 points is 3 points at the end of the day. So I'll certainly take that. And I mean, on to the transfers. It's the thing with Jackson. I didn't know he played under Emery at Villarreal.
Yeah, I remember he did. Yeah,
that's why they want him apparently. But I'd keep him, to be honest.
But they're trying to get rid of Watkins is going to Saudi, isn't it? That's the reason why.
Yeah, but from our point of view, we've sold Delap to Nottingham Forest, 45 million, I think, or 50.
Yeah.
So I mean, to be honest, Delap was a lot worse than Jackson, and I'd happily.
I was gonna say that Jackson's an upgrade, isn't it?
Yeah, over Delap, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. But yeah, I mean, look, obviously it'd be a shame because I thought Jackson, considering, didn't do too bad in terms of what he brought to the team. His link up with Palmer and whatnot. I know his numbers didn't show it, but I think, we've had a lot worse up front in the previous years.
Yeah, you have. That is true. There's also another thing I saw. Chelsea now advancing the club-to-club talks with some guy called Honest Honor from Atlanta. Personal terms agreed. I don't know who he is, to be honest with you, but
to be honest, what's his name? Honest?
His name is actually Honest. I know that's a pun. His name is actually Honest. Don't know. They ain't got a Scooby-Doo, but obviously you guys have scouted him and you guys are bringing him in the club. Have you guys had many outgoings this year as well?
We've had a lot. If you've actually see what we've sold. We've actually sold quite a lot of players we've recently brought in. But it's needed because we've got a massive squad. We're constantly bringing players in. So
I did see that trying to get rid of Neto for 80 million pounds, bro. I think it's one of the Saudi teams. I'm thinking, who's paying 80 million for Neto, bro?
Yeah, I don't know. He's one of those players. He's very frustrating. Obviously, Enzo looks like he's on his way out.
Yeah.
I mean, look, in terms of players we've sold, obviously Andre Santos, Cucurella. We've actually made quite a lot of money, which is surprising on these players.
Yeah, how much did you sell Cucurella for?
Cucurella, I think 50 odd.
50 odd million, isn't it? Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I would have kept him. I thought, and I'm not in bias, but I thought he was the best left back in the league last year. Or he was the best left back in the league.
No, he was. Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
there's no doubt about it.
So I would have kept him, but look, obviously Real Madrid come knocking Barcelona. You can't really, what can you do?
Yeah, we've seen it with Liverpool. We've lost Trent Alexander-Arnold, and we lost Konate for free, bro. So I can't even say anything. So that we've had some crazy stuff going on.
What do you reckon about Liverpool's transfers?
The thing is, we're moving a bit of Polish at the moment. I don't know what's going on with us. We're moving literally insane at the moment. I'm gonna bring up some stuff. I don't know what we're doing, but I'll bring it up. Yeah, you're gonna see it now. I'm gonna bring it to the
You
screen.
see,
But we're moving.
now if you see if I open another tab, does my camera come off?
No,
Or is
that's
it
me.
still on?
No, it's just me. It's still on, bro. Don't worry.
Ah,
Yeah, I just
okay, yeah.
changed it. Yeah. So it shows up. So yeah. So look, this is the stuff we're gonna go into today. Yeah, because Fabrizio Romano put in that Liverpool, Crystal Palace reject 50 million bid from Liverpool for Ishmael Assar. I don't know why Liverpool always doing this low ball thing for players, and I don't understand why. Crystal Palace
Yeah.
is not gonna like sell him for 50 million
Nah.
pounds when they're seeing other players go on for like so much expensive.
Yeah.
So I know that the player wants to go to Liverpool. Most of the players that we've actually gone in for this year want to go to Liverpool, but Liverpool are saying we're not paying the price, and I don't know why. It's actually quite stupid, to be honest, if you're asking me. Why would you not pay the money for the player?
I also saw you were linked with who was it? You've obviously got Barcola.
Well, that's not happening. It's not happening. We're trying
Well,
to apparently.
Well, you're linked with him.
Yeah, link with Barcola. And the news is meant to. We was trying to get him actually in time for the Nottingham Forest game, but apparently that's not going to happen. So
yeah. But I mean, look, both of them are good signings. Sarr, Premier League proven. You know, he's a great winger. Barcola, I think, is again great player, but he knows he's not going to get game time. Well, he's going to get limited game time at PSG. You know.
Yeah.
It's one of those where I think it's a great signing. Can he adapt to the Prem? Who knows? But that's the question every player has to answer when they come from abroad. But it's a good signing, mate.
It's even more so now, though. We need him. I don't really want to get rid of Gakpo either. I wouldn't get rid of him.
I thought was actually quite decent when he came on for you lot was that is it Munoz, the winger?
Victor Munoz. Yeah, he's decent, you know.
He looked very direct.
On the right-hand side, he looked better than Rio when he came on against Newcastle, because when I was watching the game, he came on and literally the stuff that Rio hasn't obviously gained for British experience, Victor Munoz already has. Literally, he was like, pass and move, I'm going to dribble it down the line and cross it in the box. So he does look like one that could be for the future, in my opinion. But we'll wait and see. Obviously, he didn't play in the World Cup either, Victor Munoz. So, but I think that once he gets match fit, he can actually do well. He's blistering pace as well. That's what I'm looking for. Hopefully, we get like a breaking news while I'm live as well, because I'm trying to see what's going on. Here we go. Aston Villa.
I've got the transfer news on in the background.
Is it what? Sky Sports? Yeah. You're probably going to see that. What's his name? You're going to see Jackson de Villa is Here we go. Fabrizio has done it right now.
Has he?
Yeah. Fabrizio posted it. Here we go right now. So that's going to go through. But I think, how did you feel Chelsea played in the Fulham 3-2 win? Was it like a comfortable performance? Because obviously I didn't watch it. Obviously from your perspective as a Chelsea fan.
Mate, it's just the same old with us. Obviously, firstly, you don't want to start on Sanchez. You know, if we didn't have Sanchez in goal, we would have won that game 3-0. But it's a weird one. We start off strong, which we done, and we looked like, when we scored in the first minute, it looked like we were going to go 2-3 up for half time. Then I don't know if we sit back, but it just looked like we were inviting pressure. Fulham got back into the game. And then second half we got again 2 relatively early-ish goals.
Yeah.
But mate, I just don't know. I think it wasn't convincing. Going forward, and I'm not just saying it, I think we've got one of the best front three in the league.
You
know.
Who played up front? João Pedro, Palmer, and Rodgers.
Yeah, so we had Pedro up top, Rodgers on the left, Palmer on the right. Both coming in.
Played right wing.
But they were more coming inwards, and then you had Reece James and Lavia kind of in the midfield. Obviously, Enzo's on his way out by the looks of it.
Yeah.
To City, but I honestly think if we can get a keeper, we could be on for a very good season.
Yeah, because I did hear about Martinez. Chelsea making a late move for Martinez from Aston Villa. But that guy's had failed moves and failed moves so many times. That guy, which is actually mad.
It doesn't make sense to me. He's a World Cup winning goalkeeper.
Yeah, I know.
he won the World Cup. Yeah, he's a bit older, but that's not really necessarily relevant in terms of goalkeepers.
Yeah, I haven't seen him declining. He's not really declining either, so I don't understand why.
He's a good shot stopper, and I think again Premier League proven. It just doesn't make sense as to why no one's picked up on him. But like I heard the other day Juventus that move fell through. He was going
Yeah,
Juve.
yeah. There's more than one move has fell through for him, which is a bit insane. So I'm not sure what's going on with him. I think not the greatest stuff.
I honestly think if we can get a goalkeeper,
what goalkeeper would you say do you reckon that you could get out there? Who would you take?
Martinez.
Is there anyone else but him? It's Martinez that the main one you think you would get?
No, honestly, when I was watching the game on Monday, my dad literally said, "I can't see why we ain't going in for Martinez. He ain't got. He's basically wants to leave. They've signed a new goalkeeper. They're forcing him out. Why? We've got Sanchez in goal, who's terrible.
Yeah.
Why the heck are we not going in for this guy, even for a season?
Just to even get him for even if you sign a 1-year contract.
To see how it goes. He might have a great season. He might. I don't think he's going to be worse than Sanchez. So, like to me, it just doesn't make sense. And hopefully that move can go through. And I'd think we've had a very, very good transfer window.
Yeah. Well, it looks like Rogers got off to a good firing. He scored in it. So at the moment, so you guys, I think the signings you bought has kind of almost completed your squad nearly. I think you've done well. Would you say is there anything else in the squad you want to get, or you're happy with what you've got? This barring the keeper, obviously.
Without being greedy, because look, we have signed a lot of players.
Yeah,
I think goalkeeper. I think I'm happy with the squad we've got for this season. Reality is we're not going for the league. Our aim is definitely top 4.
Yeah,
I think we're definitely up there in terms of who's going to be amongst it. But
100%. Yeah,
Arsenal's obviously favourites again. City, they're strengthening, but are they the same team? Roger, you going? I don't know.
They got it last minute as well. That bloody win fucking annoyed me, man. They
I
couldn't hold on, bro.
I know, last minute. It's always their way. But what do you reckon for Liverpool this season? What do you need? Where do you think you'll finish?
Brother, we could talk about this for ages. Bro, like literally, it's so mad. Liverpool, for me, I'll be honest with you, have been annoying me for the whole season. But to answer your question, I think we have the squad to finish in the top 4.
Yeah.
But it depends. I think it might be a top 5 again this year, depending on the coalition thing with the Champions League, how many teams like finish high and wherever it goes. So I definitely think we can make the top 4 or top 5. It's just that the title charge, I don't think we're nowhere near title challenging. I think teams like Arsenal are better suited for it because they literally have 2 players in each position, and they even strengthened again. That they got Saliba left, and then they got bloody Konsa from Aston Villa, which is a decent centre back as well. So
it's a good centre back.
Do you know what I'm saying? So they got like abundance of centre backs, and I'm watching clubs like you guys signing Leauge, great signing.
Yeah.
Aston Villa, they got Crystal Palace signing this Joel Ordonez now as well. Great signing. I've seen Bournemouth sign Alex Silva, and I've seen Nottingham Forest sign Diomande. And I'm thinking, why are Liverpool not going in for any of these centre backs?
Literally, you've got that Jeremy
Jacket. Yeah, but we've got, for example, he's not match fit yet. That Newcastle game showed it. He only lasted like 60 something minutes, I think.
Yeah. You got Araujo.
Araujo's actually not bad. I actually rate him. Came on and played well. So I rate him. But we've only got like 3 senior centre backs really. We got Araujo, Van Dijk, and Jacket, bro. And then you got an injury-prone Joe Gomez, and you got a Leone, who's a young, talented Italian centre back that's come through we bought him like last year. That's come through.
Yeah, I remember that.
But he's recovering from an injury. But he played so well in the Southampton game. But now he's I don't know when his actually date to come back is. So if you really think about it, we've only got really 3 centre backs at the club. We need more. You know what I'm saying? So we're one Van Dijk injury away from our season being finished. That's why I wanted to get another centre back, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
What I was gonna say, because I did watch I watched from about the 50th minute of Liverpool Newcastle.
First half was cold. Yeah.
And What do you think of Frimpong now? The season's gone. Like, because again, I was watching him and I think, what is he? I
What
get
is
it.
he
He's
good
got
at and
pace,
stuff,
but
innit?
what is he actually bringing?
Do you know what it is? For me, I've given everyone a clean slate this season, yeah. Only because last year, I think Frimpong was it was up and down because he kept on getting
Yeah.
injured last year. So because Iraola's coming, I've gonna change it. And I thought, let me see what the players can do this year, and then we can try and gauge it on that sense. The thing is, we got in good positions, but the only thing is, both our fullbacks could not put a cross in to save their life yesterday. It was stupid. They were both hitting the first man. It wasn't going over the into any areas where it would be dangerous. So it made us look kind of rubbish on the flanks, and obviously limited our chances. We had more shots and stuff like in the Newcastle game against them, but obviously we couldn't finish, and looked like Isak, the pressure was peak for him. But on to the other question, top four, I think we'll do well. Top four is the Champions League. I think we can do that. Anything else, I think I think we'll be good to do a cup run. I think this year, maybe not Champions League, maybe like a FA Cup or a
We're in the
Carabao.
Champions League, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but I don't think we're
Yeah,
gonna do like amazing in it. But like, there's a lot of stuff have to happen, to for us to get in there. I think JP's just joined. Let me add JP to the stage. Big up JP, man. If you're there, let me know what's going on, man.
Yeah, big up, man. Just give me 2 minutes, man. Come on.
Yeah, do your thing. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So I do think we got a lot of things to do for this season. So, like, as you said, the signings we need, brother, we need at least, for me, what I'd ideally like is 3 signings. So a defensive midfielder, you saw Sangare's performance against Tottenham, innit?
Yeah.
Fucking baller. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. So that one came through, and I was thinking, how 25 million euros, bro, or pounds, whatever they paid from.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And then now he's paid in Premier League instantly. That's probably doubled or quadrupled his price.
It's true, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Players like that. And then I would get another centre back in. Definitely must get another centre back in. And then I would get like another striker in as well. So, but there's a 3 definite, but we'll see what Thompson changes around. But yeah, what's up? Big up, JP. How you doing, mate?
Yes,
Big
JP.
up, how everybody going?
Yeah, not too bad. Listen, I'm gonna try to be a bit more consistent this year. Every game week, it's gonna be live streams, man. I went away last year, but this year,
nice. I know I didn't see you for a minute, so it's good.
Yeah, same. I haven't seen you.
Both of you all, especially both of you all, man.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I hope things good, man. Yeah.
But what's
All
going
good,
on with you, Liverpool, man, at the moment? What's your opinions on what the state of the club and the transfer market? It's a bit of a mess, isn't it?
Yeah, like I mean, like for me, this season is Liverpool's is sending a direct message to all Liverpool fans. The way how they doing their business and everything is this is our transitional season. Don't expect us to go for any title, Champions League, or anything like that because we're not backing the manager. We're not doing the signing like other big teams. So for me, realistically, they're Arsenal, Man City, Chelsea are ahead of us in terms of title contenders, right? If any sensible Liverpool fan will say that. I mean, we have a good 11. We could put a good 11. So, like for a knockout, a one-off game, like in the FA Cup or something, we could win a FA Cup or Carling Cup final. Let's say we reach the Champions League final. We have a strong enough 11
to compete,
win a one-off game. But like in terms of to contend for the league, the board and the Liverpool transfer negotiators sending a direct message to us Liverpool fans. So for me, I just looking to be entertained. I've seen enough. I've seen enough where I can smile. I can feel happy. Celebrate goals now. Last season it was so bad that when we even score a goal, you're not even celebrating. So it's like I just this season is getting back to being that Liverpool fan that enjoys the game, see the system. Just like how Klopp came in You know, we had some good games, even though we
Yeah.
won't even finish article. And hope next season these guys could gel. Wirtz, Isaac, Frimpong, all of them have another year under their belts, accustomed to the Premier League. We get some new blood in, and then we go for the title charge. Then, but this season especially, I'm not expecting much because I put Arsenal, Man City, and Chelsea above us as title contenders.
Yeah, even that it's actually crazy because I would have thought from last year coming to this season Chelsea would be
Yeah.
above us, but it looks like they've literally backed Alonso and they've literally got him every player he's asked for, or if they could have, you know what I'm saying. So they even bought in. I know everyone was laughing at Chelsea when they bought the Welbeck and the Hendersons in, all this kind of stuff, but you need these players that's been there and done it for experience in the club. And we saw the game against Fulham. It was a very tough game. Fulham, Chelsea are always good games to watch. But literally their quality shined through. With the Rodgers signing as well, that went, and Leauge as well. Those guys. I'm surprised Liverpool weren't even interested in Leauge or anything like that.
But we got good stoppers though, so I'm not.
Yes.
But
for me,
Jackie doing the same.
Jacket looks like a great player. I'm not gonna say he looks like he's gonna do very well, but for me, I'm looking at like a Leauge. It was way more fun in his development. He would have been perfect for us, literally.
But
I
I mean,
got Van Dijk on the way out. For me, anyway. That's what I'm talking about.
You're talking that's good ball knowledge. I mean, like in terms of a senior hindsight now, like in terms of replacing Van Dijk as well.
That's what I was wondering.
You know, So but I mean, there are other stoppers. The stopper market is not as stingy as the wingers market.
No, it is massive. They all came to the Premier League, literally.
But just to give a little context, the reason why I put Chelsea over us is the fact that they don't have Champions League football, right? If Chelsea were in the Champions League, I would have stayed like we and Chelsea are equal to title contenders to Man City, but because they don't have Champions League, I think Man City has to go in the transfer market and get a couple of signings for me at the end of the window, and I will even put Chelsea above Man City, to be honest, right? Because of the fact that they do have Champions League football.
One game a week.
And they could just focus on that league. And Arsenal are their direct rivals, right? So I think you'll play Arsenal in the third game.
I mean, look, I would agree as well. I think not having any European football is a massive factor. You know, you saw it last season with Man United at the end of it when they had Carrick. That good run they went on. So I think it definitely does play into our favour having no European football, one game a week. So there's kind of no excuses in that sense in terms of recovery. Again, from our point of view, we've got the league, the two cups. That's all we're in, you know, and that is the focus point. But I think, again, on the flip side, knowing the Chelsea board and the Chelsea fans, it only takes a couple bad results. Suddenly, it's flipped on Alonso, and the fans start turning on him because he's ex-Liverpool. And I know it's happened in the past with Benitez. You know, it can go that way. It can go toxic. So, look, I think we've also got to remember it's Alonso's first year with us, with this group of players. Don't get me wrong, we've got a massive squad that he can choose from. But ultimately, I'm excited to see what we can do this season. And, you know, again, if you said to me at the end of the season, we got top 4 and we managed to win, you know, the Carabao or the FA Cup, I'll take that all day long.
No, I mean, I wanted Alonso for the one reason where, and I'm telling you now that Cole Palmer, we saw it in that first game, Cole Palmer is going to love Xavi Alonso. He's similar to Wirtz. I don't know what it is with Xavi Alonso and number 10s. He gets the best out of his number 10s. Right, so and that's the reason why I wanted Xavi Alonso, because he knows Wirtz and Wirtz will feel comfortable under him. I mean, Iraola, in my personal opinion, Iraola taking off Wirtz in a big game like that
That was
is not
crazy.
doing any good for his confidence, because Xabi Alonso was never doing that. Xabi Alonso would never take off Wirtz
Yeah.
unless he's injured. So like, you all have a very good manager there in terms of getting the best out of Cole Palmer. It's just putting the pieces together, and you saw it in the first game. Cole Palmer is going to have an excellent season. That was my reasoning, because Cole Palmer is a quality player, right? And once you have your team built around Cole Palmer and he's playing well, you are going to do well. And that's why I wanted Alonso, because Wirtz and Isaac is the key for Liverpool doing well. And if you unlock Wirtz, you unlock Isaac kind of stuff, and then your team will take, right? Yeah. So that was one of the reasons why I wanted Alonso. But at the end of the day, Areola, I think the way how he played in Bournemouth, I think he could get a tune out of Wirtz and Isaac as well, but it will take time. But you all have a very good chance. I was just checking YouTube before I came on. I think you're getting Martinez because you all need a keeper, right?
You was talking about that,
So if Martinez comes in with experience, that's
perfect signing.
Perfect signing. And I believe that one game a week, direct rivals to Arsenal, y'all will be in a title challenge this year if y'all get through that first couple of games.
First 10 games, isn't it? First 10 games,
and keeping pace with them. Yeah.
No, I totally agree. I think, like I said, with Martinez, I think it doesn't take a Chelsea fan to know our weakest position is our goalkeeper. And it showed again on Monday night when Sanchez, let's be honest, was at fault for both of the goals. You know, so don't get me wrong. Look, he's got a back five in front of him, but you know he should be stopping those shots. That's his job, right? So, and ultimately, it nearly cost us. I think if we can get Martinez, it's only going to help our chances. It is.
You guys seem in a good stead at the moment. I think Alonso's kind of steadied the ship at the moment, and it's just down to the fans. I think the Chelsea fans need to be a bit realistic, because over the years you guys have been spoilt with you guys actually had an owner who wanted the club to do well at all costs.
Yeah,
he did it so much that you guys had charges against you. Do you know what I mean? your owners had to come in and say, "Oh, do you know what? This guy kind of messed around the club a little bit. Let's snitch on ourselves so we don't get done." You know what I'm saying? That's what they had to do. And then you guys have got so much players. I think the transfer ban's not even gonna you're not even gonna feel it. What is it? 1 year transfer ban?
I think it's suspended though. So it's if we do any more breaches or if we get found. So
it's not really.
Look, don't get me wrong. We've got we've got nearly 3 squads, so it doesn't really
exactly. So
affect us. But I was just like I said, Naf, I had the transfer news on today, but it says Villa like close to agreeing Jackson, which is another guy leaving the club.
65 million in the bag as well, isn't it?
That's crazy. So I mean, Watkins could probably leave.
Yeah, Watkins wants to go to one of the Saudi teams to get that bag, innit?
Okay.
But it shows you what money is doing, because Aston Villa got Champions League football and he's leaving for like Saudi, which is a bit mad still. In my opinion, for me, I know the money is in football. Like we all can say, if we was all footballers, would you go Saudi? We might say yes, but remember, growing up, proper football fans, bro, Champions League. When you used to hear that music, bro, almost a tear dropped out your eye, thinking this is the best of the best. Even you're playing against that. Teams like Olympia, you're playing the best of Greece, the best of Turkey, the best of Spain, these teams. But you loved it. Everyone was glued to the TV at 7:30 back in them times, man. And you had all different players playing. You're thinking, I'll take him at Liverpool, this guy, playing all this stuff. But it's changed now, man. It's changed, man. I wouldn't leave Champions League club.
I personally wouldn't either. But I think one thing that we haven't touched on, well, I think we have in terms of City, I think we can never really write them off. It showed in the first game week where they nicked 3 points out of nowhere.
That was so silly. Oh man, I was so vexed, bro.
Yeah, again, they're like in a rebuild with obviously Pep's gone, Maresca's now stepped in, but you got to remember, City is still City.
They get an Enzo. They get Enzo as well.
They're getting Enzo. Yeah, Enzo's definitely.
Yeah, so
That's what I'm saying. There's just rebuilding so perfectly. City.
Enzo and the
Buwadi.
new defensive midfielder.
He's already signed, hasn't he?
Yeah, 95 plus 5 million add-ons, and then they're sending Nico Gonzalez to Newcastle. So Newcastle
How much Enzo going for?
It's got to be 100 or something, innit?
I think Chelsea wanted 120.
Woo!
Yeah, but
they're just recouping money. Do you see what I'm saying with Chelsea? They were just recouping money.
Because they bought him for what? Chelsea bought him for 100.
They did,
I think we bought him for similar amount, to be honest. And I
same
think
amount, really, innit?
So they want to break even at least. They want to break even at least.
They said we're not going to give him away. Essentially, we want at least what we got for him.
Yeah.
But obviously, it showed he didn't clap any of the fans on Monday. The whole squad did. It shows. Obviously, he was getting booed every time, so the Chelsea fans have turned on him. So I think it's obviously best.
Was it because of the England game, innit? That kind of put fuel in the fire a little bit, innit?
It's not just that. I think
he's done a lot of scumbag stuff, though, innit?
Always, and even before the World Cup, he openly said he wants to join Real Madrid.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of those where if you don't want to play for the club, there's the door kind of thing,
Mm.
And then it was only until Real Madrid didn't come in for him where it was a bit like, I'll say. But I think personally, I don't even think he wanted to go City. I think Madrid is where he wanted to go.
100%.
But he's obviously realised, look, the fans have turned on him, the club.
So he needs to,
So he needs to leave. Don't get me wrong, it's still a bigger move for him. City is a bigger team than Chelsea.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I personally think they're still going to be Arsenal's title contender. 100%. So don't get me wrong, he could be contending for a title, but yeah, I think it's the way he went about it. He probably regrets it in some sense.
That would make sense. But on to Man City, I'll discuss them a little bit with them buying their players because they've recruited well in this transfer market. Whether Enzo Maresca can bring them to a title, I'm not sure. Looks like Haaland lost a bit of his powers because he shaved his hair. I don't know why he done that. Didn't have his shooting boots on, but Haaland is Haaland. You know what I'm saying? He'll pick up the points at some point. He messed me up. If you got FPL, man, I was hoping him to get me a goal at least, but he didn't.
Got nothing.
He got like 2 points for me, man. It was terrible. But I do think Man City players, they still got experience, and I think they're probably that 2-1 win last minute annoyed me so much that probably gave them more of a confidence to say, we're in for a fight for the season. Sometimes the way you win games can jar you up, and that is the worst thing that could have happened to maybe Arsenal, because I'm going to put them in title challenges, and for teams like us, because we're looking at it thinking, Man City's scoring last minute, where we had to score last minute to get a point against Newcastle, and whether you saw it if it was a weak penalty or not. For me, it was a soft penalty, but it is a penalty because he moved in the direction of him. They could give and go with those ones. But I did see Jack Grealish. Sunderland might be interested in Grealish. So he might be out the door. I saw that today. But for me, Man City still looks strong to me, man. I think even Rodri's gone, big impact, but they're going to sign players around that to try and cover that throughout the season.
How much they signed Elliot Anderson for again?
116, 17, something like that million.
Yeah,
he came up injured as well. He came up injured.
This is what I mean. They've spent quite big money in terms of their midfields. Like I said, they brought the young Moroccan Buwadi, looking to get Enzo. So it's a tricky one with them because they're not the City of what we've been accustomed to, but they still have strong pedigree and strong players in their squad. So
do you know what's crazy? I've realized they're trying to bring in 3 players to replace Rodri. Anderson, Buwadi, and Enzo Fernandez. That's crazy. They're trying to make sure that if one of them don't work, someone's got to work. Do you know what I mean?
Someone's got to work. Yeah.
That is ridiculous.
He was the rock in their midfield, mate.
He was, yeah.
And you got to think before they lost De Bruyne as well. It's like they're missing big Premier League in De Bruyne, definitely a Premier League legend.
Yeah, 100%.
So they're in a rebuild, but they've got a good squad if they are in a rebuild.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah, it's it's with Chelsea and Man City right now. They just need to keep pace with Arsenal. Once you can keep pace with Arsenal, it's very difficult to retain the league, and there's a lot of pressure. That's what I told people last season. Like 38 games Arsenal playing will be like a final, right? So everybody will be up. How I explain it to people is like, if I am in a run of 10 bad games, right? 10 losses, and I beat Arsenal, the headlines would be, we defeated the champions. And then it gives your team momentum to go on. So every team, once you get a draw or a win against Arsenal, you give your team momentum to go 100%. On and forth. So everybody fighting for you. There will be games where, we playing Liverpool today. Nah, I'm not really feeling it. Say however, but the champions coming in, we up for it, right? Everybody will be up for it. So that's where the difficulty of retaining the Premier League comes in, because Arsenal will have a hard game every game. So the likes of Chelsea and Man City, when you'll see let's say example, you'll see Chelsea beat Fulham 3-2. When Arsenal when Arsenal go to Fulham might be 2-0 up. Because it's a different, atmosphere. So all Man City and Chelsea has to do, I'll say extension Liverpool as well, because we have a couple of easy fixtures on paper to kind of catch up and stay in the conversation until things start to peter out, right? But all you all have to do is just stay close to Arsenal, stay close, and then it will start to unfold when the season we get to Christmas and stuff.
When you get the Super Sundays, when you got the Chelsea versus Arsenal, those games become like the must wins.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
And for Chelsea's a draw, get a positive result.
Yeah, but it depends where you are, innit? How the league set up. It's gonna be pretty rare games to have like difficult games. I think this is David. David, if you want to join, I sent you the link. It's a question of the day. I'll be back. I think you might be a Chelsea fan. David, I'll be back. I'll let you answer that, Jamie. Are Chelsea back?
Are we back? I wouldn't say we're back, but I think we're on the way up. We're on the way up. We're moving in the right direction. Again, look, we can't get ahead of ourselves. It's one game,
That's how you have to do it. One game at a time, bro.
It's one game at a time, but I think, a lot of Chelsea fans are positive for the season. Certainly, I was watching the Monday night with Gary Neville and Carragher, and they did have Chelsea. I think one of them had them at second, one of them had them at third. So a lot of pundits are hopeful for Chelsea. And I think to answer it, I think we're on the way up.
That's more of a... See, you're like, I remember last year you was more like deluded. This year you're more like you've come down a little bit from performance. I remember before you was like, Chelsea gonna do this, Chelsea gonna do that. I remember last year, but
I think last year we had a good start to the league, and then it
it just
all
fell apart, innit? It happens, bro. It happens, but I do think
we had what, like 5 games in a row.
We
were like invisible, and then it just
that's what I mean. The Premier League's a funny old league, but it's like you said, playing Arsenal, teams are going to be up for it every week because they're playing the champions. They want to make a point, so it's going to be a tricky game every week for Arsenal. And do you honestly think they who would you say? Do you think they retain it this year, or?
I'm gonna be honest. I think they retain it this year. I don't see. No, but for me, before you go, JP, I know you got your own things, but I was just saying, I don't see Arsenal just like declining that bad not to retain the league. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I think last year, literally, it was so neck and close. City could have won the league last year, but who did they lose to? Or they drew? They lost to someone.
They drew with Everton.
Yeah, they drew to Everton. Was it Mark Gay? Was it Mark Gay who gave away the pass?
Yeah, that was the game.
And I was thinking, you idiot. Do you know what I'm saying? He lost them the league title, bro. I was thinking, why would you do that? And then that. See now, Arsenal's got that little like thing over the line. They've won the league now, and they got to Champions League final. That even made them even more confident. So all the players are on a high. They're experienced in high pressure moments now to say, you know what, if we can keep ourselves around near the time, we can definitely push forward. And that's what's keeping me thinking that Arsenal will keep on going. I'm not going to say their attack is not the most frightening to me. Do you know what I mean? Like their front three is not the best in the league. Like, and they didn't score a lot of goals last year. It was shared around the whole squad.
Yeah.
But their defensive, they're one of the best defensive teams in world football. And that is what's keeping them winning. Yeah. And they
defense is what wins you leagues.
Yeah.
And they have the players in all different slots. And literally, they have centre backs that can play left back. They have centre backs that can play right back. So if they want to just cut in and just keep a tight defense one day, you're not going to break them down unless they make a mistake. Do you know what I mean? So that's why I'm thinking that they can do well.
You think as well, you've got to remember they've signed, a quality midfielder in Bruno Guimaraes as well. That's only strength for them. I think even the winger they signed, I've watched him in the Community Shield. I think he had a good game in the first league game as well. I can't remember his name, but he plays off the left. He looked, quite good. So you got to think they've got players like Eze that don't even start week out on the bench.
Oh, Zolis. Is it Zolis that came? The new signing.
Yeah. He looked decent. So they've Endry Konsa again, Premier League proven centre back. They've strengthened. So I personally see them retaining the league.
Yeah. Unless they have
go on, JP. I agree with you all. I personally have them retaining the league. But I'm realistic. I wouldn't be surprised. Like if somebody says, "Whoa, Chelsea win the league or Man City win," I wouldn't be surprised because I know how tough it is to retain the Premier League, and all you need is to get over that hurdle of the 10 games. And when everybody is fit and stuff, then you see the likes of a Man City and Chelsea in their stride. Like it's kind of frightening to see Palmer, Pedro, and Rodgers in their stride and doing their thing. And once they could sort out the defense, they could stay neck and neck with Arsenal, right? Same thing with City. For me, the question mark for both of those teams are the defense. I personally stand on defense. This is the one thing in sports I always say: defense wins championships, right? And that's why I wrote off Liverpool chances because we don't even have a 6, right? We have a So
I agree.
If you can't keep up, I always tell people this: Isaac, Wirtz, Gakpo, Rio, we will score goals, right?
Yeah.
So.
Oh,
hello.
Sorry, mate. I had someone in. Sorry.
Yeah. All we need to do is keep a clean sheet, and we will win the game. But if you allow teams to score, you put the pressure on your attacking players, right? And then that's how the game can get away from you. Arsenal has done that brilliantly over the years. They don't concede goals so that they give a platform for the likes of Saka and even with they give themselves a chance to score on a set piece, and they just need to score one set piece, and
game's done.
Game's done. Right? So once you set your platform, that's why I got so upset with Liverpool. I'm seeing Gravenberch and Szoboszlai ahead of Wirtz, and I'm saying like, bro, we play with
someone's got a drop. So, like, mad.
Defense wins championships, and if Chelsea could sort out their defense, I'm being real with you all. Like if you all could sort out the keeper and the defense, because it's a London derby with Arsenal and Chelsea, I firmly believe that Chelsea could be even higher than Man City because of the no Champions League football. Man City could be playing Real Madrid, Liverpool. And let's say, I just say like in the Champions League draw, you have Liverpool, Real Madrid, and an away Champions League game in the space of a week, right? And you're going to fight Arsenal for the title. And then Chelsea will just have no Champions League football. So you will drop points somewhere there to keep up with Arsenal. You understand? So the fact that Chelsea doesn't have any European football, if they stay neck and neck, they have the advantage because Arsenal could have Chelsea into Bayern Munich into another league game, and that's Chelsea will have a rest to take them into the game that they play in as well. So I am not just saying I have Arsenal as the favorites, but I would not be surprised if Alonso and Maresca they win the title as well, because they just need to keep pace with Arsenal, because retaining the Premier League is very difficult.
It is hard, yeah. It's not the greatest. But welcome, David. I think that was you in the chat saying that question. I'll be back in it.
It was
First time on the show, man. Welcome, man. I'm happy to have you on. I've been trying to get this guy on for so long just to get his opinions on, man. But
appreciate it, man.
A quick one. We're just talking a bit of football. Your opinion on Chelsea? Are you guys title challenge? Everyone's bigging you up. You know what I'm saying? Are you guys title challengers?
It's getting a bit cold lately.
Yeah, okay, look at it.
No, mate. I was buzzing from our last game, to be honest. Like, there was a lot of positives to take from it. I feel like attackively, we looked like a lot more organized going forward. And I feel like we went a lot more like, we didn't go as much like side to side. We kind of stayed direct. And like that part of us looked positive. I feel like our football just got entertaining again. So I'm actually excited to see us play. But yeah, no. Sorry, what was your name in the bottom left?
JP, yeah.
JP. Yeah, no, I have to agree with you with the defense because I feel like against stronger opponents other than Fulham, I feel like that's really gonna test us and see if we can actually perform this season.
Well, we'll have to wait and see, man. We'll have to wait and see. But Alonso, Liverpool legend at Chelsea, you know, trying to live. It's insane for me to even think about, bro. It's actually insane. But yeah, everyone's bigging up Chelsea, Gary Neville, Jamie Carragher. You guys look strong, man. Like I was saying before, I never thought Chelsea would even be in this position, but I should have thought that way. But Alonso's doing well for you lads at the moment. But let's talk about Man United now a little bit, yeah, because it was beautiful to see. It was beautiful. I had it on the big screen, mate. Yeah, 4K ready. The capitulation for Man United, it was beautiful, man. I had to see. It was a lovely sight to see, man. I saw Rashford. They're trying to bring on Rashford to win the game. That flop, that didn't even work. He's probably thinking, I want to go back to La Masia. That's what he's doing right now.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing in that game.
Yeah, it was mad. It's two teams I thought that would have done well in the first two games. That was Tottenham and that was Man United. And do you know what I'm saying? So that's Premier League football is so crazy because I was watching it thinking, what the hell was Man United doing? I was watching it. They were literally not organized all over the place and literally just got
hats off the whole though. Hats off the whole because they actually did really well.
Bro,
and their set pieces were unreal. Yeah,
they played class football. I was looking at the whole thinking, right, if they play that week in, week out, they could definitely probably stay up. But you know, sometimes you get the relegated teams that they'll come up and they'll do well for the first couple games.
Then they fall off.
And then they just fall off. Yeah, I hope Holden fall off. But for me, judging on the first couple games that I've seen, I think I have the three relegated teams, Coventry, Hull, and Ipswich. Coventry looked the worst.
Yeah.
Out of all the three, I think Hull and Thing were bought well, in my opinion. But it's one game doing it.
That's true.
It's one game. But I'm just saying, if you're going to go against Arsenal, go for it in it at least. You know what I'm saying? Just try it. You win. It's like a hit and miss game. Just try it. But
I love Lampard, but I feel like he may be a bit... I don't want to say it, but I feel like he's a bit out of his depth in this league.
You think so? At Coventry?
I don't know. Like, not at Coventry specifically, but I just feel like in the Prem, obviously, I feel like he struggles a bit to like kind of unlock like a way to defeat some of these bigger teams. I mean, again, Arsenal is going to be a ridiculous test first game. You can't really take their performance as kind of what they're going to do this season. Because I just think when you watch Arsenal, the control that they have every game,
it's ridiculous.
I hate bigging them up. Can't stand them. Can't stand fans. No, they do look like they do look unreal right now, and I just feel like it's going to take like a lot to beat them in this league.
What do you not think about the Man United? Do you reckon they can recover from that 2-0 loss to Hull?
They have Ipswich home, so they should win that game. But like But like for me, you have to wait and see. You know, they have some tough games in there. I put it as Man United will have a good start. So I was worried. I was actually worried because Liverpool being their direct rivals, I was actually worried that they could probably overtake us this season, right? Because of our transition and stuff, and you know, they look more set. But the run of games that they have, right? There are little tough games in there, and they already have a loss under their belt. So it's like you need to kind of go perfect on this season. And just to touch what David's saying there with Lampard, you know, like because he was at Chelsea for a little stint too, and this is why I tell people I wanted Xabi Alonso, because Iriola plays with a system and Xabi Alonso plays around a player, right?
Yeah.
And like that's why I told the Chelsea fans, like, if you all get Alonso, look at how Wirtz was playing under Alonso. You're going to get a Wirtz like Palmer Wirtz then.
Yeah.
Palmer is going to give you the numbers like how Wirtz was in Germany. He's going to be that player because Alonso tells his 10, you do you, bro. You if you want to chop 3 guys and think you do you just go out and express yourself. And with Iriola, because he has a system and a philosophy. It's not a you do you. I need you to do this while doing you. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So this is the difference between Xabi Alonso, and that's why people will argue with me and saying, well, we're not supposed to get a manager for one player because that player leaves. I get that. But for me, if you unlock Palmer, you unlock Chelsea, right? You're not expecting these Netos and these guys to be built around. If you're building a team, you're building around Palmer, right? Yeah. So because Palmer unlocks everybody, he will make it is like Gerrard for Liverpool. Once you give Gerrard license, everybody will look better, right? Yeah. So that's why if Chelsea could sort out the defense with no Champions League football, I believe that Chelsea could be the direct rivals to Arsenal this season, because they are already their rivals, right? So they don't want that banter and they will be pushing. My only thing is, you see, with football, Chelsea could have a good performance and then Brighton 2-0 lost to Brighton in Stamford Bridge and then it's all over, you know? Right?
Yeah, I know that one loss.
Yeah, that's the nature of football. But for me, I just think, like, if Chelsea could keep pace, you know, with Arsenal in the first 10 games, I believe they will be up there and about to contend for the title.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. So I hope Man United stay in this rut, because we need them. We need one of the teams to not be up there this year. Literally.
Yeah.
So we almost fell the first game of the season to Newcastle. That would have been like a calamity. That would have been crazy not to pick up a point. But yeah, enough said about Man United. I want to discuss Tottenham, because they've spent bread. They have spent bread, brother, and Brentford 3-0. Yeah, they and they got Mamouche signing, and that game showed me they needed wingers desperately.
Yeah. This who's the winger they had? What's his name again, boy?
Kudus. He's injured, isn't it?
Yeah.
Kudus, yeah, he's just injury prone.
There's a lot of players in that team that I don't rate, to be honest. Tottenham. Yeah. I know one guy is a Tottenham fan, and what am I trying to say? He reckons a lot of the players at the moment which started that game won't be starting later on during the season.
Yeah, I don't think Mikey Moore will start. Yeah,
I was watching him as like a neutral, and I was saying like players like Bergfall and some other players really let them down. They didn't really give enough in that game. But yeah, they still look all over the place. I think they'll find their kind of identity, their flow, like when they're able to bring some of these players into the game.
Yeah,
like Maddison coming back, like key players for them coming back is going to be huge for him.
Yeah, the Zerbi ball is not the Zerbi balling yet at Spurs, fam. So if we have to try and wait and see that happens. But yeah, it's the first game of the season. But Sangare in midfield. Hey, he bullied the whole. Bro, he come up against Tonali, you know, he's bullied them, bro.
Yeah, no, he had a
Bullied
great
them
game.
completely. But
Brentford have some nice stability. I rate
They
that. I
do.
rate their stability for the
Yeah.
past couple of years in the Premier League. They are no easy team
Nah,
to
definitely.
crack, and they and that ground is coming like a St.
you.
James Park.
Yeah,
You know,
it's massive.
like a ground where if you want a rival to drop points and you see they have Brentford away.
Yeah, and you're praying for Brentford. Yeah, that's the team. Yeah,
Where, you know, yeah.
yeah.
So I
That's the
rate
team,
that.
man.
I rate their stability there for that. To be honest,
They got a good squad as well, man. They got a strong team, Brentford, man.
Especially
They
since
got-
they got rid of quite a few of their good players.
Yeah, and they
Yeah.
keep
You know what I
going.
mean? Yeah.
And they keep going. So that was a good thing to watch for me. I'm looking at the Tottenham lineup. I'm just going to read it now. It was A. Kinski. That's the keeper they got. I think
Yeah.
Archie Gray was playing in defense. Van Heck and Mark Sensi. Both, their whole back line, bar Gray was new. So they have Andy Robertson. Can't forget. Yeah, that's what I forgot he was even playing. They got Sensi for free, didn't they? Signed him on a free. And the Van
too
Hickle
sure.
from Brighton, I think, as well. Then Tonali, all new signings. That's like over 5 players, all new signings. And obviously they had the Bergvall, Mikey Moore, Gallagher, Tell, and Richarlison. Looking at that attack, they definitely need some wingers in there, bro. Because Kudus is injured.
I remember watching that game, and I think like Gallagher went on a run, and he passed it out to Bergvall, and I was like, he's gonna whack this, and he passed straight back to Gallagher, and I was like, that just shows like terrible confidence. That just shows a lack of like wanting to like actually do well. Like, they were playing some seriously negative football.
That
Tottenham.
makes sense. But they've got Savinho. I don't know what Savinho is gonna do. But what's it? Big up Anford Irishman. Big up, mate. Hope you're doing well. I forgot I didn't even see the chat, mate. But big up yourself. He always supports. Let me know if you want to join. I'll put the link in before we go. But we're going to shoot off soon. But Savinho, Marmoush, great signings for Tottenham because they definitely need them. For some reason, they want to get Gakpo. But I want to get your opinion on this, JP, as a Liverpool fan.
Yeah.
There's so much hate on Cody Gakpo, and I don't understand why.
Yeah, I don't understand why. Yes.
He always gets scores for us, but it's weird.
You see, we as Liverpool fans, and there are a lot of Liverpool fans who are very young and inexperienced and stuff, and we as Liverpool fans don't understand the type of players we have in the squad, right? So, like for instance, me personally, I don't want Gakpo as my starting left winger, right? You're going for the big honors. I don't want Gakpo as my starting left winger. I want him as a rotational winger, like how we have with Diaz. So that season we won the league. When Diaz was out of form, he was in form. When he was out of form, Diaz was in form. So we have that. So Gakpo is a decent squad player, right? He can score goals. He can play multiple positions. He can play a false nine. He can play a striker. He can play on the right. He can play center attack and midfield. You need that kind of versatility and experience. But what happened last season is that when we didn't replace Diaz, he became the scapegoat because he got his customary 12 goals or whatever, and we have 38 games, right? So if you get a Barcola and you have him rotating, then Gakpo looks good. You understand? Whoa, this Gakpo, because he can only sustain it for in my opinion, 1 in every 3 games, right? He's not a consistent performer like the Palmers, the Isaac, the Haalands and stuff. Like 1 in every 3 games, Gakpo will give you a good performance. So that's why rotation comes in. So for me, if we sell in Gakpo, we have to get at least 2 wingers.
No, they said that. I saw the news come out. They said that if we sell Gakpo, minimum 2 wingers in. I don't want to sell him because I agree with you. He might get a goal in 1-3 games and stuff like that, but he's crucial to the way we play, I think. You saw against Newcastle as well. Brilliant. Played amazingly.
We lose the game. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
And that's why Liverpool fans, they have this short-term memory because when Gakpo was in that title-winning team, he and Luis Diaz were excellent together. Right, because remember, Luis Diaz even played false 9. First, Gakpo was in form, right?
They pushed him up front.
We had to kind of force Luis Diaz in a false 9 to kind of put him in the team, right? And like Liverpool fans forgot that with the poor performances with Slot, and then Gakpo, you know, he was on and off. But once we have, if we get Barcola, right, I believe that we should keep Gakpo because we have a senior replacement. Because injuries happen, you need a squad. If you wanna go, if Barcola gets injured, who are we gonna put?
I know.
Rio,
Exactly.
right? You saw Rio in experience in the Newcastle game, right?
Yeah.
Don't tell me, oh, he out of position right wing. No. That's inexperience, right? If you're a good footballer, you can play either wing. You're a winger.
I've said that. Bro.
For me, it shows the inexperience where he still, like Neone and him, he still needs that inexperience to play. So I just hope that, you know, we could get Barcola, we could get another winger and keep Gakpo. But I know Gakpo, once he sees competition comes in, he would feel like, nah, I want to go because I want to play more games than expected, because he will be second tier if Barcola comes in.
I've heard like the murmurs. I don't know. IndyCar in the news, he's been putting out a few stuff. I don't know whether to believe him sometimes or not, because he's saying the Gakpo will be happy to move. Who would be happy to move to Tottenham? Who? You know what I'm saying?
Clearly, a lot of players are though.
But that's because they're probably like Gakpo starts week in, week out for Liverpool. Do you know what I'm saying? What everyone thinks Barcola is a guaranteed starter. What if Barcola comes in and doesn't play well? You know what I'm saying? I don't think he will. I think he'll come in and hit the ground running.
I think he would be a guaranteed starter.
I think the way the Premier League is perfect for Barcola. Where he plays, he'll fit as well. But we need this in the squad. For example, Barcola needs a rest. We need Gakpo to come in and do, like, Gakpo can come off the bench one day and hit, you know, and score for us and change the game for us. We need a squad. I don't want Gakpo to be discouraged or anything like that. I think the squad should see it as we're trying to better the squad to help
to win trophies, to win major.
That's what it is. I don't think it should be, oh, this person's going to be a first team. You're all going to play football. We're all going to need someone at some point. Like, I remember a few times last year we needed Endo to play and short midfield at some points. You know what I'm saying? Do we rate Endo? No, we don't rate him like that, but he did a job for us. You know what I'm saying to you? So we need.
That's why they call it a squad. You need that. You need that. Injuries. You have Champions League football. Perfect, is high is a high percentage of games you're playing because of that Champions League new format, right? It is stress on the body, right? You just played in a World Cup, so it's even more stress this season. So you need to have a good squad. We don't want to be Barcola goes, we sell Gakpo, and then we're in a crisis, right?
Yeah, that makes no sense.
We put it, So for me, I just think that, you know, getting Gakpo to stay will be crucial, because especially if you get Barcola, that's where you see the best out of Gakpo in that rotation, that fight. And I never hated on Gakpo in terms of like how these other fans do. And even with Szoboszlai and stuff, like Szoboszlai, Gravenberch, Gakpo, McAllister, these guys are good squad players, right? I just want fresh blood to come into that
around them, just to help them gel
and rotate it, kind of stuff. All right, you know, even for Isak with Etatike, I was happy with Etatike being a baller, so that if he's not playing the fool, Etatike coming in, right? Even with Wirtz, I wanted to get back Harvey Elliott, so that, you know, he's honest. If you're not playing well, we have Elliott on the bench who could come in to give good depth, you know. So just like how Chelsea, Jamie, you said it, Chelsea has about 3 squads, right? So you need that depth to go for trophies. If you do have that depth, it means you're one injury away from a crisis. And then you have, so look out who we brought on for Rio. It was Kumas, what's his name?
Oh no, Munoz came on, but we took off. Who did we take off?
We took off. It was Kumas.
No, you brought on I think he's Welsh. From when he was on Kumas,
Yeah, so for me, seeing Kumas come onto the pitch to get me a goal was like, you know, like what we doing? Kumas, that's our squad depth. That's our squad depth. You know, if you look at Chelsea, you can see
Wirtz came off. Wirtz came off, and they put Kumas on.
Come on, Kumas. That's my squad depth, right? No disrespect to him. He had a good preseason, right?
Yeah, he did.
deserve a little, but like if we go in for honors, Kumas coming on for squad depth. Come on, bro. I rather
be
Danko
worse.
coming on there, you know.
You
for
could have
Barcelona.
Garnacho coming on the 90th minute with a piece of paper when
Yeah,
you're
I know.
3-0 down.
I know.
Oh, Nacho.
Man. That is mad, though. But I don't rate. It's crazy because when I think about the Etitike as well, we have him up front. If you think we have Gakpo, Barcola, Isa, Etitike, and then we have obviously Rio and Munez, that attack that's nice, bro. You got a whole shape of players around the pitch that can play.
I think
You know
you
what I'm
guys
saying?
need to play TK.
He's injured, brother.
Oh, is he?
injured,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
until Christmas.
He's
'Cause I
out
feel
until
like right now
Christmas.
he's probably when he was playing, I feel like he
Nah,
was
he was our best
starting
striker. I
or-
can't lie to you.
yeah, over
He
Isak.
was our
Yeah.
best striker. And he was pushing Isak. If Isak don't turn up before January, brother, there's questions to be asked.
No, they will turn up, man. They will turn up. Like
But saying this
they will
now,
turn
brother.
up.
But come
I
January,
feel like he works in a like a counter-attack style though. Like you watch him for
you need the
Newcastle.
wingers around him.
Yeah.
You
I was
need the
gonna
wingers
say
around
you
him.
need
Yeah.
like really quick wingers, and I feel like
Yeah.
you need to play like a specific style of football that makes him play to the best of his ability.
Yeah, I would agree, bro. We're trying.
That's why I was saying NIT.
He's not like a Haaland.
I rather him have a manager that building the team around him than a system. Because look at it, a stat. Isaac had 28 touches, same as Alisson. How
That's crazy.
I said this on the Irishman stream. I said if Isaac was in that Newcastle game, he scored 2 goals against us in that game. Right?
Facts. He would have buried. Yeah,
right?
yeah. Man.
So, and that's because just like how David said, you have a team playing because he's the main guy. We not playing like if he's the main guy, and that's what irked me as a Liverpool fan, because all we need to do is give him more touches and he will deliver. Give Wirtz more touches. I think Wirtz had 43 touches. Gravenberch, Szoboszlai, Kirkes, Frimpong, all these guys had more touches than our main men. At one point I was saying, but we didn't pay all this money for Frimpong, so why he having more touches than Wirtz? We didn't pay all this money for Kirkes, so why he having more touches than why is Szoboszlai having more touches than these guys? That is a weird stat to me. 28 touches, the same as Alisson. Nah, we had to fix that. Because that's Alexander Isak. If you give Alexander Isak touches, he will score. And that's my worry with the Areola thing. But I think he will fix it, and I think we will.
He'll probably Areola seems like a manager to me that when he looks back at it and looks at the footage and stuff, we'll look at it and think, oh, we could change a bit things here. Because you could see in the interview, he was like he's got a lot of work to do. I could tell when he had the little interview after the game. When he was speaking to the people, like he spoke to Sturridge, made me laugh. Sturridge and Michael just made me laugh on the sideline when they spoke to them. Them two that are funny with the punditry. But we do need to fix that with them. If we can get the attacking option in, I think we need a guaranteed DM. There's Kamara from Monaco. I think they're saying that Liverpool are interested in now. So as long as we can get a DM, or you can just like McAllister and Grab before they know how to sit. I don't understand why can't one of them just sit.
I feel like you guys need wingers.
All they have to do is just sit, bro. That you see the Gravenberch goal that we conceded, brother. They broke for us like hot knife through butter. First, Gravenberch, that pass was abysmal. To be honest with you, I don't know why he didn't shoot or play into
to shoot or played earlier.
Yeah, but I was just thinking the whole time there. I was thinking if you just got a DM that sits there, that doesn't happen, or at least creates an angle where they can't attack that way and then get in behind and then score goals that quick. Yeah. So there's a lot of things that we need to do at Liverpool. It's literally going to be the same old thing if Liverpool don't get the right players like last season. So I think we need to be careful on that and get that over the line there. But one thing before we go wrap it up, but I want to get the Chelsea fans' opinions on Rio and Gamoa. Do you think he's like one to watch, or what do you think of him at the moment? Because he's one young guy coming through.
I think, to be honest, I didn't know much about him at Chelsea. Obviously, I've only seen him at Liverpool.
Yeah.
He looks better from what I've seen coming off the bench rather than starting. So he looks more of an impact player. But obviously, you can't deny he's a young lad. There's ability there. So I think he can come good. It's just it's a tricky one, you know. He's looked good at certain times. I think at Newcastle, like I said, when he was on the right, he didn't look like a Liverpool
winger in it.
like starting winger, if you know what I mean. He's still young, but I think that obviously in the future he's going to be a good player. So yeah.
What about you, David? What do you think about Rio, mate?
When I saw Rio play for Liverpool, when I first started seeing him play, that was like last season. And I think was he playing like left back or
left winger?
Left wing.
Yeah.
Okay. But he used to cut back a lot. And to be fair, on that left side, I thought he was really good. But yeah, whether or not he's a player that should be starting every game I just feel like you should probably have more seasoned players in those roles. And yeah, I feel like he can definitely grow. And I feel like, I think he's definitely a strong player from what I've seen of him. So I do rate him.
Cool. I just wanted to get everyone's fans about him because I know for me, Rio, look, he plays better on the left, but I feel like it's more of a experience thing and then more of a tactical and knowledge how to play the game. For some reason, I've said it all the time when I've spoken about Rio. When he receives the ball, he reminds me of when we was a young kid playing in the park. We wanted to do a little flick or skill first and then move it. And I don't know why he keeps on doing it. I think the way he's trained through the years, everything you see him do is like, I got to do a flick and then move. You don't need to do that. Just be direct. Get the ball, look up, take a touch. If you want to dribble forward or pass a move, you don't always have to be a player with skill to get in attacking the threatening positions.
Yeah.
You can pass the ball, do a 1-2, create a triangle to get in behind to beat your defender. You don't need to do all that skill stuff. And I felt like when Munoz came on, we saw that Munoz 1-2, and then he was gone.
More direct, more sensible.
Direct. And put across into the box. I think once he learns that, he'll be all right. I think some people are overdoing it with the Rio. Some people are saying that he's rubbish. He's not that on the right. But honestly, for me, us all playing football, I don't care what position you're playing, bro. You know what to do on what side, what you should be doing when you're playing football, bro. I'm telling you, if you ever played 11-a-side games and stuff like that. So
how I explain it at 90 is that you know if a player ready by just asking the question. You have a Champions League final and you have any left winger in the world to play, or let's say we have Barcola, Gakpo, Rio, Munoz. You have a Champions League final. Which winger you're going to pick for that's when you know if a player is ready to be in the limelight. And Rio is number 4 on my list, right? In terms of that, and just like how you said it there, you saw about Munoz, he can do all the flicks. Munoz can flick a ball, he can think, but he understands the game of football that I don't have time to flick. Sometimes I need to take the ball and cross early. Sometimes with Rio, he has to take the ball and just hold it and beat. And that comes from the philosophy that you said. He is the inexperience of him in working at the younger levels. But when you come up to the big levels, it's 3-touch football. It is. Take a touch to look, one other pass and then move. That's it. That's what you got to do. So, I mean, it's good that we get that elephant out of the room because I believe Munoz will overtake Rio, and Rio will be coming off the bench in the upcoming weeks. He won't be our regular starter, especially if we get Barcola. So it will work out for him, and he gets experience and go.
That's what I think. I hope that happens. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to set up a show for Friday night. It'll be a bit later, so we can do like a preview of the games, each game. So if you guys are available, I'll be doing that. I'll set that up after the stream. Then we can discuss it more. Because as I said before, I'm trying to stream a lot more this year and get my channel off the ground. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing too many people get past me. I'm thinking, brother, I need to pick stuff. You know, you got to be a bit competitive as well at the same time. Do you know what I mean?
That's consistency.
Just consistency I need to do. There's some news from IndyCar that's brought out. I'm going to put it up for everyone can see. Hopefully it doesn't cut us out again, but I'll bring us here. Or bring me out. I'll add both of you to the stage here. So I'm going to bring that in. It's about Liverpool, obviously. So he's obviously put here. I'll get it up so everyone can see watching it back. So he's put breaking. You know how they do breaking news in the know, guys. We have world exclusive news dropping at 10 p.m. for Liverpool Football Club. hold your hats. This one is going to be massive for Liverpool. We'll wait and see, brother. Yeah, you got a hat on right now, bro. Wait and see. We have to wait and see what's going on with that, brother. Wait and see what happens. I'm not too like getting excited. It'll probably be Ismail Shah. Oh, they've agreed a deal when he's got a medical or something like that. Nothing great. What I'm hoping for is the Barcola one for me. And I need that done and dusted over the line. And then I can think, I think Barcola for me gets us guaranteed top 4. He's too much of a good player for us not to get Champions League football, in my opinion.
I want Barcola too for the reason where it will take the heat off of Wirtz too.
Yeah, because then now Wirtz has someone.
You have another player to focus on, you know, so it will take the heat off of Wirtz. He will be very expensive. So you have 3 expensive players, so you kind of take the heat off of Wirtz too, and then hopefully Wirtz could settle in and play better and stuff.
And Barcola is a winger that's going to be very direct and can go both ways. He can overlap. Wirtz is going to have a field day. Field day with him playing in the team. And hopefully, I don't mind the Ismail Sarr signing if we get him, experienced Premier League winger, get him on the right side. He's always battered us Liverpool bare times as well. Do you know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't mind seeing him do it for us for once. You know what I mean? I've seen that guy broke us up bare times, man. So that'll be good to see. Waiting for that to happen, and then hopefully Liverpool can do well for the season. All right. Anything you guys want to say before you leave? I'm going to wrap it up now. So, anything else?
Yep, I've got something.
Go on, mate.
Boys, I've scouted him first, so no one can take my scout. Yeah, but Balumi, Hull City, he's looking dangerous. That's what I have to say.
Okay, all right then. Keep it. I'll save this clip for if he does well.
Balumi, he's looking fire. Trust me.
Fair enough. We'll keep that. But yeah, I'm going to set up another stream for Friday, and then we're going to do another live stream on that day just to do preview of the games and the scores and stuff on that and see who wins what. Because that was fun doing it last year. I remember we predicting the scores, so we're going to do that.
We'll definitely do it.
But a big thank you for you lot for coming on today. Really appreciate it. Big turnout. And we'll stream again another day. But anyone watching back, peace out, man. And like and subscribe. I'm trying to get 200 subs at least, man. Come on, subscribe, man. Fuck no. But yeah.
He's your man.
See you guys, man. See you later.
Take care.
Take care. End the stream.